Lester P. Beers.
Hello, folks. Welcome to another chair league match here. We're getting ready here for Lester P. Beersons and Rage Patrol here tonight, and it should be an interesting match. We'll be trying out the new Top Drafter tool that chair league founder Paul Jova, I believe is his name. Anyway, he and the Top Drafter guy got together, and it sounds like they've made some chair league specific features here, and we'll see how this goes. But with me tonight, as every other night, is my co-caster New Type.
Hey, good evening, Synth. Pleasure to be here. Always fun to host some chair league. Yeah, as you said, we've got a nice matchup set up here on Cursed Hollow. We're going to be seeing Lester P. Beersons and Rage Patrol tonight. Both teams 0-1, looking to pick up their first victory in chair league. Someone is going to go home happy, and hope to build some momentum as we finish out things here. And I believe our first. Yeah, it seems to be the case. But yeah, no, this should be a good one. We're fights relatively soon, and
Yep. So I'm just getting the teams invited here, and we'll get ready to go in a little bit. But tell us a little bit about this map here, a New Type. We're going to be playing on Cursed Hollow tonight.
Cursed Hollow, big map, one of the biggest ones that you're going to run into in the game. And as a result, strong rotations are going to be key, and necessary disrupting those rotations can also be key. The objective of the map, periodically throughout the game, tributes are going to spawn at various locations, and teams are going to scrap over claiming them. Claim 3 tributes, and your opposing team's structures and minions are cursed. Your structures will not fire, and the minions are reduced at point, making pushes very deadly for the team that are cursed. So you'll see you want a lot of area denial over those tribute fights. You want a lot of speed. So global presence heroes like Falstad, Brightwing, Abathur, heroes where you can be quickly in position or affect fights from long distance are in high demand on maps such as this. Got 2 bosses on this map. Another interesting little quirk of this map. So if a fight gets out of control, if a team is wiped, you can expect the opposing team to push to those bosses and bring them down, applying even further pressure onto the teams. Some news in the Heroes world. Stitches is banned. Stitches has received a global ban in all custom games, both in the amateur scene here and in the professional scene, due to a bug that produces an intolerable amount of lag when hooking characters out of the fog of war.
Mm-hmm.
And so the tank pool has been trimmed down ever so slightly. And Stitches was beginning to see some action. He was a top tier tank pick in the EU meta for quite some time, and now he's been benched. In terms of balance changes, huge changes just in the last 48 hours. We've seen the downfall of Kael'thas. He was currently at 42% win rate on HOTS logs. You've seen Li Ming take a big dip just in the last 24 hours following the removal of Essa Johan and the subsequent nerfing of quite a few number of her abilities. Rhaegar also taken the hit from that pivotal level 16 talent that improves his lightning shield. So we're going to see if those 3 characters remain contested picks, or if teams are going to feel comfortable now letting some of them through the first ban phase or the second ban phase. Because I'd say with most of the games we've seen here, Li Ming and Rhaegar have been banned out almost immediately. Hair trigger, draw at dawn, quick draw bans from every team we've casted practically. So, we're coming down to the wire here. We're almost done with this intro session, and the draft should be relatively soon.
Yep, I'm just getting the draft links out here, and in a little bit here we should see the draft. We'll try it out. But captains.
So what are your thoughts on the bans? Do you think we're going to see Rhaegar and Li Ming banned out again, or do you think that the teams are going to be a little more lax and potentially ban something?
Well, I mean, in the Hot Slogs people have also posted something in the last day, I believe, that listed all the changes since the last hotfix, and we saw Li Ming drop to 52%, I believe, win rate, and that is very substantial because I guess the S of Johan was removed.
Oh yeah, ask anybody. That was definitely an enabler to be.
Mm-hmm. So, sorry, we're just getting into the draft here, and it looks like we are ready to go here. And I need to do this. Yep, I need to do this a little bit differently. So,
Lester P. Beersons got the first pick. Really thinking about this ban. They're already eaten into their initial time, and they've banned out Zagara for their first pick. Not a bad choice. Very strong lane presence. Very strong character in general. Rage Patrol responding with a Li Ming ban. Not surprising. And Lester P. Beerson's immediately picking up Rhaegar. So that's part of the problem when there's two extremely overpowered characters. If you don't ban both, someone's going to get at least one.
So Rhaegar wasn't actually nerfed in the last hotfix here. He was adjusted a little bit, but his win rate still it's 58%, one of the highest, other than TLV, the Lost Vikings. So, and looks like Rage Patrol picked up Jaina here, and we'll see what the second pick is. But Jaina's always a strong pick, especially with her recent buffs. And we got Thrall.
Two great assassins. With Li Ming out and Kael'thas sort of questionable at the moment, you'd be hard pressed to find better assassins than Jaina and Thrall. Good all around, solid characters.
Yeah, and okay, Falstad's picked up. That is very strong for this map. Again, with the global presence and the ability of Mighty Gust to push people off points as well as to disengage fights, that it's very, very strong in this meta right now.
Yeah, very intelligent pick on the Falstad. He's with the buff to Boomerang. You're seeing a resurgence in Mage Stat builds. The auto attack build from Falstad's still very strong. There's the tank picked up for Lester P. Beersons. It's going to be Muradin. Haven't seen too many Muradins in the games that we've casted.
Yeah, interestingly enough, Muradin, after his avatar nerf, has been sort of left behind for Johanna and Leoric and Diablo, really. So, interesting Muradin pick. Maybe they're just more comfortable with him. Although Muradin's jumps into stun is still very powerful in this meta. The stun meta has not really gone away.
With Rhaegar, he's got an easy way of engaging with that lightning shield.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So we're entering the second phase of bans here. Both teams have picked a couple of role players. Greymane banned out by Rage Patrol here. They're denying yet another very strong assassin from Lester P. Beersons. Now let's see what they go with. Rage Patrol has not selected a healer, has not selected a tank, and are still out one more role player, whether it be a specialist or an assassin or a second tank if they feel that...
Yeah, I'm not... Okay, Diablo. So,
Diablo banned out.
Yeah, we were just saying about the reliable tanks that we see. Oh, Tyrande picked up. Okay, I was about to say that Tyrande might have been a good ban for Lester P. Beersons because she's still very powerful. Her stun and her D ability, which is Hunter's Mark, I believe. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Another great thing about Tyrande on this map is her ability to disrupt tribute channeling from long range. Another global presence hero like Falstad, maybe not exactly the same, where she can still affect a tribute fight if she's not necessarily immediately in the fight, in the fray, or in the correct position.
Not to mention the two bosses on this map means that, they actually could be taking your boss or their own boss if you don't see them for a while. And she allows the team to sort of get a quick check on that positioning. And Lunara picked up here.
Yes, the best specialist in the game.
Yeah.
So yeah, Lunara. It's great to see her get more picks in these situations. A good, solid mid to long range assassin to help complement the the variable range on Jaina and the close attacks on Thrall. I like the assassin setup from Rage Patrol. Very strong and very balanced.
Yep. So this is interesting. Tyrande will be a Rage Patrol's only healer. I mean, sometimes you've seen Tyrande paired up with another healer, but given this lack of blow-up potential, I suppose, on Lester P. Beerson's side, I wonder if, or I guess she's a pretty good pick in this situation, right?
Well, she does not excel in long, drawn-out fights, which sometimes a tribute spawn can turn into. So I'm curious, they're going to want to execute these fights quickly and aggressively. And speaking of quick and aggressive, Sonya is picked up by Lester P. Beersons. They have so much frontline potential with Muradin, Sonya, and Rhaegar there to absolutely tear up whoever the tank for Rage Patrol ends up being. They still have yet to pick that.
This is actually really dangerous for Rage Patrol. With the Sonya, Muradin, and Rhaegar combination there, that's something to look out for. With the Falstad taking up the rear, and Magestad really. In recent meta, Magestad has seen, well, at least in our games. I don't know what that means.
I think a mage build would be good to chunk a large number of the team to help disrupt the Tyrande heals. And finally, we see Tassadar come out as the final pick for Lester P. Beersons. So we're seeing a 2 support, 2 warrior, 1 assassin come out from Lester P. Beersons.
All right, and then we have the Johanna picked up for the tank for Rage Patrol, and that's not surprising, really.
And this is, I mean, both teams have pretty clear, objectives with their compositions. Rage Patrol is looking to group their targets together, hit them with the Jaina spells, hit them with the Thrall Sunder, and hit them with that Lunara poison, to maximize the AoE on their team. Lester P. Beersons is going to grab their team by the belt. They're going to grab them by the belt, and they're going to sock them in the face. Whether it be Rhaegar, Muradin, Sonya, Tassadar is going to help keep that grip on the squishy characters of Rage Patrol with his force wall. This is going to be a good one.
Yeah, and honestly, Tassadar's shields are very, very good. I mean,
so initial thoughts. Who do you favor from the draft?
I have to say Lester P. Beersons. That the Rhaegar Sonya Muradin combo is very dangerous, and it would be not. You definitely have to give that some credit. I mean,
yes.
There's very. I mean, you have to play very carefully in order to avoid getting stuck out by that. And even though Rage Patrol has a lot of DPS and a very solid team, to be honest with you, I think Tyrande's lack of heals might cause some issues on the prolonged fights here. So we'll see. But we're gonna get started here in a few seconds. So, for those of you just joining us, we're playing this week on Cursed Hollows, or Cursed Hollow. I always say Cursed Hollows. I even type it out sometimes. And it should be an interesting match this week with Lester P. Beersons versus Rage Patrol. So,
once we get in here, we'll read off the rosters and get things started here. I'm excited. It's Chair League night. It's Thursday night. You know, how's everyone in Twitch chat doing? Give us some love here and you know, say hello. We'll be watching as best we can here to answer questions, your burning questions. But here we go. You know, coming in from the left side on the blue team on the Beersons, Lester P. Beersons, or pardon me, on Rage Patrol. Oh man, they flipped them on me. Rage Patrol, you're gonna have.
Wait, which side are you looking at?
I'm looking at the left here.
The left side's blue, yes.
Oh, they switched them on me. So we've got on the Jaina, Vorun, Pandana on the Johanna. We got Neo Classic on Lunara, Lorelei 08 on Tyrande, and who? I Polido I can't even do it on Thrall.
Okay, and we have on Lester P. Beerson's side, which is the blue side on the left. I don't know, you were reading off the right there. We have Falstad, or Yang Drew on Falstad, LBP Faded on, I'm sorry, I'm trying to follow.
LBP Faded on the Muradin, Hoagie on the Sonya. We got Mothman on Rhaegar and the Trotsky on Tassadar. Oh, these colors, they drive me nuts here.
Yeah.
So both teams initially postured in the middle, but then settled into their lanes. We've got 3 in mid coming from the red team on the right here. A 2 at top coming from the blue team on the left. Put a bit of pressure. And we got some sneaky coming up here to top lane.
Mm-hmm. So, just a little bit of standard posturing here. 3-1-1 from the good old 3-1-1 from Rage Patrol, and then 2-2-1 for Lester Beersons. And we have Sonya matched up against Jaina. Probably not the best matchup early game here.
That's going to be tough. That's not going to be something that the Sonya's going to win unless she gets some bush time and sneaks up on Jaina.
It looks like Thrall and Tyrande are on gank duty here.
Rotating real consistently around.
Muradin's coming down to support Tassadar because Tassadar cannot handle those three there by himself.
Typically a good laner, though. Tassadar is.
Oh, Sonya's
really
gonna have to be a little careful here. That gank patrols.
No.
That's it.
Oh
Yep.
no, Sonya, you're not level 13 yet. Oh no. So attempting to use the spear to escape, but that talent is not in the game just yet. Gotta wait a few minutes. So Sonya is taken down for the first blood, and that will give Rage Patrol a
half-level lead.
Nice
Wow.
advantage here, yeah.
So Falstad's attempting an early camp here. I don't know if I agree with this. I've seen this happen again, or previously.
It depends on just how fast or how slowly this tribute comes up and is capped. If the tribute shows up very intelligent here, they're going to delay picking up this camp until the tribute is out.
Yeah.
It's a topside tribute, which is a bit unfortunate because the fight is going to take place right next to these siege giants, and they may get cleaned up sort of in the crossfire. But it was a very disciplined, intelligent decision to stop that cap until we had the tribute popping out.
And Tassadar's sight very, very helpful on this map. That's those stuns, man. Oh.
Yeah, the Tyrande. Yeah, with the assist from Jaina, the Rhaegar is eventually picked up, and that is bad news bears for Lester P. Beersons.
Yeah, Lester P. Beerson's not really getting much of a positioning advantage here. Rage Patrol really had that advantage with Johanna already in the right lane to pick that up and to start the fight.
And that's the engagement that they want to take. They want to take these quick, brutal, nasty engagements where they pick someone quickly and efficiently. They do not want to draw the fights out where the sustain of Sonya, the HP of Muradin, and just the sheer sustainability of having 2 supports is going to win the fights for Beersons. Rage Patrol perfectly executing that quick gank to secure them the tribute.
However, Rage Patrol's siege giants at the bottom did a little bit of work there, and took down one of the towers and ate up the shots from the other one.
Second tribute's up. It's at top. That means our third tribute is going to be at bottom. We'll have to see how the teams adjust, or if they are cognizant of adjusting. And once again, Rage Patrol in position to cap. Lester P. Beerson's not. The Falstad is at bottom dealing with a minion push, and this is going to be a 4-on-5 here.
Yeah,
and it's not going to end well.
No, that Falstad should have been in here for this fight. This might cost them this tribute, and it actually absolutely will. And it might actually cost 2 lives. No, just 1. Okay. That was very dangerous from all of them, and Tastar's decision to stay up here might not be the best. Probably, he is pretty good on health, but the 5 people there, that would have been very scary if he was caught out of position with the 5 people pushing top. So, luckily, he was able to take the grace of their decision making. And
so, in terms of general talent builds, what we're seeing a very safe build from the Falstad. Vampiric Assault and First Aid, not very aggressive. Sort of an old school auto attack build. The Sonya, we're seeing a very, very standard war paint. Looks like it's going to be the standard Sonya build. Rhaegar did pick up Cleanse, though, at 7, so do be aware he might be looking to counteract those Tyrande stuns, the roots, and all the other various play from
a little bit of a party bush here going on, but this time Falstad is in the fight. However, it's actually pretty close here. The Sonya was really low, running really low there.
Yeah, and Johanna might be able to actually pin her in and pick her off, but not before the Lunara goes down. And with the Tassadar shields, Sonya does maintain. So when they're in position, when they can take these sort of pitched battles, the strength of Lester P. Beerson's composition is shining through here. Yeah,
that was on even talent tiers, 9-9, and Lester P. Beerson's would have won that 9 times out of 10. That fight pretty much went as you would have expected, although Sonya really going low there.
Yeah, a lot of low characters there, barely held in place by the 2 supports of Lester P. Beerson. So the ults are coming in from the Beersons. We've got Avatar from Muradin, Wrath of the Berserker for Sonya, Mighty Gust from the Falstad, Ancestral Healing, and Force Wall. As Rage Patrol hits 10 now, they also select their ults. We're seeing very standard ones from them. Sundering, Shadow Stalk, Thornwood Vines, Blessed Shield, and Jaina has not picked yet. Jaina is holding off, and there it is, the Water Elemental.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Water Elemental, an interesting choice for this map. Both are pretty good for these tribute fights. Although the impact of a Ice Circle or Frost Circle, not quite as much as a sustained DP.
With Sonya off, getting the camp, she's a little late to the party, but it looks like both teams, neither of them wishing to be the first one to engage.
Yeah, 2 party bushes there.
There it is.
Oh, that was a lot of people stacked together there, and on both sides,
huge
really.
Sundering, but money Ancestral Healing keeps Sonya in.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is a fantastic engagement here. Falstad a little bit out of, or not Falstad, Tassadar a little bit out of position on the right there, not able to support his team. Sonya in the midst of it, not really.
Oh no! So 2 split up. They all went in different directions, and as a result, the Rhaegar heals just could not maintain. Getting caught by that initial sundering and having to burn Ancestral Healing in the opening moments of the engagement really sealed the deal there. Very rough engagement for Beersons, and Rage Patrol takes the curse. First curse of the game.
Interesting use of Static Shield on the totem there to do some damage. I don't know if you saw that new type, but that was, I don't know if that was a misclick, but it was pretty funny.
So stacked in mid here. It's a 5-on-3 in mid. Beersons goes to soak some of the other lanes, but the Sonya caught after going in. Not much there to support her, and Rhaegar also dangerously low.
Yeah,
and they're going to be forced to pull back here.
Yeah, I'm not sure of of Lester P. Pearson's decision to keep laning during these phases here. It would be safer to stick together in these phases, especially because...
I mean, you can sneak one person off to a lane and possibly 4v5, but yeah, no, it's tough. They're gonna lose the race to 13, regardless of who's laning where. We'll have to see. They're gonna get this second fort, which is the most ideal ending to a curse that you could ask for. 2 enemy forts down, nice full level XP lead. Actually, they're close to about half level, honestly. So, while they did lose the forts, while the infrastructure lead is definitely going towards Rage Patrol, the level lead, that soaking did pay off. So, can't fault them for sticking in there.
Yeah. The main thing is, basically, if you lose one person during your defense, your soak has been basically nullified, and that was my logic behind that. So 4-1 is a good split for sure. Lunara definitely making good use of her sight there, her wisp. Looks like they're going for some camps, Lester P. Beersons, and that's probably the safest bet here. However, that sight from Tyrande really showing its power right there, and just giving Rage Patrol the information they need to make an informed decision.
Yep, and they're going to go for their own camp as a result. Quickly put that down with the Lunara poison and the Thrall damage. And it looks like both teams are just going to posture around. They're going to look for edges. They're going to look for stragglers and individual, laners just to see what they can pick off. And they're going to pick up camps on the way.
So just doing some cleanup crew here. Yeah, not really too much.
Oh,
so
Murden's got to be careful here, though. There's a lot of hatred coming this way.
Yep. So
he did pop Avatar. He popped Avatar to deal with this, and he needs to get out.
Yeah, that
just barely making it. So two ults popped from Beersons, and the rest of the party's arrived.
Yeah, it's
another
a 4v.
Great Sunder.
Yeah, this actually may be punishment for Rage Patrol overextending a little bit. Yeah, it's however, they do get away scot-free here. So definitely good decision making from all around.
Yep. So next tribute is spawned at bottom. Beersons has there's a bruiser camp knocking on their door in mid. The Falstad is there to take it down, and both teams slowly rotating down to the bottom tribute. We can see Jaina and Lunara. Looks like they were prepping to ambush from the bush, but that was decided against. Tassadar way deep, going deeper, and this is not going to end well for our Protoss hero. He is going to get absolutely cracked here and taken down.
Yeah, that was very, very aggressive from the Tassadar. Really not necessary to go that deep, especially with the rest of your team so far away.
Yeah, doing a camp.
Yeah, so this is when Rage Patrol should be going for a boss, and I'm guessing they're rotating up to see their own boss, or their. I
mean, they might feel a little bit. Might feel a little timid here. I mean, they're very close to 16. When they hit 16, they might posture, but Beersons instead taking the initiative and going for their own boss. This is gutsy.
Yeah, this is very gutsy.
Especially since Sonya's about to die in mid here.
Oh,
she makes it to the fountain.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, the mystical spear pull saves the day.
Yep.
Beersons continues to whittle down their
this
boss.
is a dangerous one. Rage Patrol's gonna see this, and
but just a second too late.
Yeah.
And they catch they catch Jaina, pardon me. But the timely intervention of Johanna saves the day, and the
Ancestral did
ever so short.
Yeah, just a half a second too short. The force wall goes out, but does not include Johanna, and that's a problem. And the Tyrande really just picking up the stragglers here, and a very, very low team has to be out from Lester P. Beersons. The boss is heading down bottom lane, but
it's pushing. But it's an afterthought at this moment. They're looking to secure a keep. They don't care about the tribute. They've got it's a 5v2 right now. and they're going to do some serious damage here. This is definitely a keep in favor for Rage Patrol. I mean, we saw the, splitting themselves apart to take the boss and to take the fight in the middle, ended up sort of biting Beersons in the backside, as when they did take the fight at boss, it was basically a 3-on-5 until the other 2 members of their team had time to catch up. And by the time that happened, the ults were ready, the positioning was ready, and Rage Patrol just capitalized on that split up. The boss is actually doing some nice work, made it all the way to the keep level structures, but
And Sonya goes down again here. Oh, and a preemptive ancestral there does not do a whole lot. So this is kind of worrisome for Lester P. Beersons. Rage Patrol really keeping the team together, focusing on the ganks.
yeah.
Focusing on keeping the other team from having a full team, and honestly, that's all you can ask for. Or that's the best way to play this comp.
This is primo boss time for Rage Patrol, and that appears to be where they're going. They've got Beersons on their heels. They've got them down. They've got them down an individual, and they've got Tyrande, which means they've got the damage output to put this boss down fast and apply some pressure to Beersons' top lane.
So the top lane is actually one of the most
Intact.
Yeah, intact. Thank you. That was the word I was looking for. And so the boss should be delayed a little bit here, especially for this upcoming tribute.
Yeah, great timing.
The timing, especially though, this is a very dangerous timing for.
So Lunara spots the party bush. The jig is up, and Beersons move out to engage.
Yeah, is this deja vu here? This looks pretty similar to one we had at 10.
Another great Sunder. Unbelievable.
Yep.
And Sonya goes down yet again.
So teams are about half, but it's a 4-on-5, so the 4 team starts with a little bit of a disadvantage. Not starts, is at a bit of a disadvantage here.
Rhaegar, with the ancestral healing on himself, does not manage to get away. And it's a general retreat for Lester P. Beersons. Tessar might sneak the tribute, though. The Johanna catches him with the shield glare, and that could be disastrous, as Rage Patrol is 2 for 3 on tributes, and this one will secure them a curse.
Yeah. However, the boss is going down. The boss has gone down, and so the curse will just be the 5 members of Rage Patrol pushing. Now, ults for a Shadowstalk is back up, and this could be kind of dangerous for that. A Shadowstalk engage on a 4-member team here suffering from a curse can be very, very scary. But Jaina is going back, though, so I guess they're not going to push as hard because all 5 members of Lester P. Beersons are up.
They're feeling confident with the talent advantage that they have. They just have hit 20 and have picked up their level 20 talents. So, yeah, we'll have to see just how far they want to stay on this aggression, and at what point they feel they've overstayed their welcome. And it appears to be
right now.
They get the keep, and mid-keep is also receiving some pressure just from the minions and Jaina. And they're rotating down to clean up that mid-keep.
Yeah, great shot calling from Rage Patrol there, knowing exactly when to pull out. That was
phenomenal, Sunders.
Yeah.
They've been on point all game, isolating just the right characters to allow Rage Patrol to burn them out.
Yep.
And the emergency force wall delays Rage Patrol's advance by just a few seconds.
Yeah. So the entire Lester B. Beersons team on the back foot here, and probably looking at at being cored here. So
they pick up Thrall. They gotta focus the damage dealers down. Lunar and Jaina have to go down immediately if they hope to keep this defense active. And Sonya, tons of damage from that poison, saved at the last minute by Tassadar shields. Pardon.
Yeah, Lester P. Beerson's putting up a phenomenal last-minute defense here, but I don't think it's gonna last here.
And with the poison damage, it's guaranteed. GG. Very good game from both. We saw the damage potential from the three assassins in Rage Patrol, combined with the Mark and their excellent crowd control, securing them the victories. They're the slows and stuns that they did have paid dividends in that game.
Mm-hmm. That was a very, very fun game. Well played from both sides, but the gank patrol really from Rage Patrol, the Rage Gank Patrol, if you will.
I mean,
really showing its power there. Thrall and Tyrande rotating up and down, just stunning and making whoever they catch suffer.
I mean, Beersons just never got. They got one like ideal engagement, and I believe that was the third tribute.
Mm-hmm.
They got one ideal engagement where their whole team was there. They were on an even talent tier, and they were able to focus their damage and win a team fight. But beyond that one instance, they were continuously showing up 3-4 people, 4 in the fifth man late, and they frequently would go piling into a party bush with a Thrall and a Jaina in it.
Yeah, just never a good idea.
Like you said, deja vu. There were 2 fights almost identical where the team was spotted, they were outed as being hiding in the bush, and they decided that their option was just to go barreling into the other party bush. And the party went south, someone called the cops, and everyone had to run home as a result of the ensuing madness. But the Sunders from Thrall were so on point. Appropriate use of the Shadow Stalk from the Tyrande. The Jaina was pouring out so much damage with her attacks, and as was the Lunara, and it just ended up being too much, even for the double support composition that was brought out by Beersons.
Yeah,
and I mean, their Sonya was caught out occasionally on her own, and just could not without that damage from Sonya. The Falstad just could not carry the team with the damage that they needed.
Yeah, honestly, Falstad was out of position a lot, unfortunately. I mean, it just those tribute fights. You
would like to see a lot more aggressive flying from the Falstad. When you have that ability, you have the opportunity to do some really unique things, like fly behind the opposing team, gust them into your heavy melee damage dealers. I was expecting to see some more of that. I was hoping to see a little more of a global presence from the Falstad, but instead he kept to his lane and participated in the team fights when necessary. It was just a better positioning came out from Rage Patrol, better preparation for the team fights, and the execution of their ultimates in those team fights. Helped them win the tribute fights and win the day at the end of the day there.
And the timing as well. The Rage Patrol really mastered the timing of keeping the spawn roulette going for Lester P. Beersons.
They were always picking somebody off, and that resulted in Beersons never getting the team fight that they wanted. That 5v5 stand-up fight rarely happened. It was always an ambush, a gank into a route, or some sort of one-directional. It was one-directional warfare all around on Cursed Hollow tonight, and it was frustrating. It had to have been frustrating for the Beersons. I mean, they were getting picked off left and right, but the one fight where they got to stand and punch them, they got a good punch in on Rage Patrol. So. Yeah, we'll have to see how they progress next week in Chair League. So Rage Patrol picks up their win. They're now 1-1. Lester P. Beersons unfortunately drops to 0-2. And we wish both of them luck as they progress here through Chair League, and we wish them luck on their next games.
So thank you all for watching for this game. I'll stop the stream for a little bit, and we'll be back in maybe 15-20 minutes for the next match. So. Thanks, everyone.